Welcome back to the WIAA Football Bracket Reveal Show. Muskego, the top team in Division I. Before we get to the Division I brackets, we are going to bring in Muskego head coach Ken Krause. Ken, thank you for joining us. Muskego just finished the season 8-1 at the top of the Division I rankings, heading into the postseason. Yeah, you're a number 1 seed, coach, but you find out your opponent momentarily. What did you find out about your team, specifically last night? I know that was a tough sledding through that game, but what did you feel like you found out about those guys in a tough battle?
Well, we found out this entire year, including last night, that we're probably the most united team, the most positive team in the state of Wisconsin. And I've been head coach for 27 years, and this team epitomizes team. We don't have any D1 football players. We just got a bunch of grinders. We got the best coaching staff in the state. We've just got a great community support for our administration and our fans. And it was a great football game. There was not a moment our kids didn't believe and didn't play their butts off. And we played in a great conference, and I'm really proud of our kids' performance last night. They gave everything they had. You play the game, you have a chance to lose, but 8-1 is a heck of a season. A lot of people didn't expect that from us outside the Muskego football program. So we're very proud to be number 1 seed, very proud of our season, and we can't wait to get the playoffs going. 28
rushing touchdowns. What's been the key to your success on the ground this season?
It starts with Coach Hetzel, Coach Smith. They're the best 2 offensive line wing T guys, and I think in the country. Our offensive line are a bunch of grinders. Those guys lifted weights for the last 12 months. They give you absolutely everything they have. We've got some really good skill players and our quarterback that all. We're kind of a 4-back attack. Our big run last night was from our quarterback, Braden Horn, and we're just, we rotate the football. It just depends on what teams try to do to stop us, and it just seems like every night a different guy's got a hot hand for us.
All right, Coach, thank you so much for joining us. Looking forward to seeing your team in the playoffs, and we'll reveal that opponent here pretty soon. Thanks again, Coach.
Thanks for having Muskego football on. Really appreciate the honor.
Thanks. Good luck. All right, now here is the rest of the Division I bracket. Hudson is the number 1 seed and will kick things off against Chippewa Falls. DC Everest and Neenah will face off in the 4 versus 5 battle. Stevens Point is the 3rd seed and will host Wausau West. And then Kimberly comes in as a 2 seed and will face Appleton North. Milwaukee Marshall is the top seed in the bottom left corner. They will play De Pere in round 1. Milwaukee Pulaski is a 4 seed. They will play Fond du Lac. Then it's 3-seeded Bayport against Milwaukee Riverside Golda Meir. And Marquette, the number 2 seed, against Sheboygan North. All right, keeping it moving. Hamilton is the next number 1 seed. They'll be up against Sun Prairie West. Mukwanaga and Arrowhead will be the 4th and 5th seeds facing off. Middleton gets a home game as the 3 seed against Madison Memorial, and the conference champs Verona will be a 2 seed against Janesville Parker. And finally, Muskego, the number 1 seed. Here's who they will play: Milwaukee, Hamilton, Audubon Tech. And then Milwaukee Reagan plays Racine Case. Oak Creek, the 3 seed against Kenosha Indian Trail. And we round things out with Franklin hosting Kenosha Bradford. Franklin, that number 2 seed. All right, let's take a look at the big picture. Here's the full Division I bracket. Travis, we want to get your thoughts. Starting off on Franklin, a team looking for its 2nd state title in 3 seasons. Seems like they have a pretty good shot to get there.
Certainly, undefeated, conference champions in the Southeast Conference. A lot of those kids that are seniors now played key roles on that team that won a state title 2 years ago. Terrence Shelton, the running back, who's a Division I player, Jox Brooks, a number of talented defensive players as well. So they have that experience. They have big game experience. They have Camp Randall experience, which is always good. And really the X factor for them this year, I think, has been the quarterback spot, where they have a great history, going back to Ben Hempel, who's the all-time leading passer in the state of Wisconsin. Sean McGuire, a couple years ago, Miles Burkett, who's now at Wisconsin. And the next guy up, Joey Kelly, this year really stepped in, solidified that spot for them, and helped boost them to where they are undefeated now, and certainly one of the favorites in Division I.
We haven't talked about this much, but you said Camp Randall experience. How much do you feel like that helps in the playoffs?
It does. I've talked to a number of coaches about it over the years, and it's a crazy week. There's all kinds of distractions. And knowing how to navigate those, and even just the logistical concerns of travel and hotels, and when do you go to the stadium, what do you do, the more experience you have with that, the better you are prepared and able to handle that situation.